Welcome back, folks, to Sonic Riders Part... hold on, never mind. Ratchet and Clank, Part 7. This whole part is racing.
Yay. Really? The whole part?
This whole episode is... I think I try to clear all 3 cups in this part.
Alright, I mean, it doesn't actually take that long.
Ratchet racing.
Did you guys catch the Sonic R on AGDQ this year?
No, I sort of briefly glanced at it because I was at work and I have like a laptop, so I have like a second screen, and so I was just sort of like, I had it running for most of those days, and just I was sort of peeking at it, but I think that was not a part that I watched a whole lot of.
No, it was something that I sort of just left on the background too, but I didn't really need to like see it wasn't anything like special, I would say. It was cool.
I like hearing the people talk about what they're doing, because a lot of the time I feel like that actually gives you a lot of context. Like, sort of just seeing it run is cool, but it's not as great as when the runners themselves are like there and being like, well, this shaves off this amount of time, and like, oh, over here, if you do something weird like this, we can do this.
Yeah, the technique
just casually breaking the game.
Like, the technique they found to like perfect that game was pretty cool to hear them talk about.
I would love to know how like they figure this shit out though.
It's a lot of looking at code, and it's a lot of people called routers who are going through and just like trying to figure out the optimal routes through stuff. There is a Waypoint article about those guys, which is pretty interesting.
I'll have to find that link.
Yeah.
So this is go on.
No, you say what you were gonna say.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just gonna introduce basically the racing mechanics for this. Well, there's not a lot to it. Now to think about it, you're basically just I think you're just holding down one of the trigger buttons to go. There's like a brake button that helps with turns. But otherwise, what you're really trying to do here is find as many ways to like jump over the track and capitalize on shortcuts and ramps as much as possible. You want to keep your top speed. Otherwise, if you slow down, your total momentum gets like killed, and it's very, very easy to fall behind. So, especially once you get into the Gold Cup, you got to. You really got to make use of capitalizing on your top speed fast and maintaining it. As you guys can see,
boosting is also really important. Just like running into these crates so you can get boost,
yes.
And then.
Do the crates actually boost you, or do they actually hinder you?
They give you boost. So like on the left, you can see those yellow bars that are filling up. Okay. Those fill up based on boost. You can also do tricks in the air, and I think that fills up your bar, right, Will? Right?
Yes, that's right. This game doesn't let you do as many tricks as I think the previous games did, which was a bit of a bummer because I loved taking advantage of those, and I think they're just cool. I remember the Spyro series having weird skateboarding sections, and like every trick you would do actually had like a name. That was usually like a pun or a reference
I think I remember that.
Yeah, like a reference to like a past Spyro game, which is pretty cool.
I was pleasantly surprised that this section controls basically the same as the sections in Ratchet and Clank 1.
Yeah, and and obviously you don't want to hit I don't think I've hit one yet, but you don't want to hit the red crates because those will blow you up.
You hit a few of those already.
Oh, you did.
Great. Well, I'm clearly blind to my own failures.
Yeah.
Yeah, these parts are not that difficult. Like,
no.
The gold can get a little tricky in spots, but generally these things are pretty easy, which is kind of how they end up being okay. Like, they're not bad, but they're certainly not great. But like, because they're so easy, and you don't really have to spend a lot of time on them, they're like a fine distraction, and they kind of break up the general pace of the game a little bit.
Yeah.
So, and I guess something else that's like somewhat unrelated, but it does remind me of something because it just sort of debuted today. This sort of reminds me, kind of weirdly, of the new Yu-Gi-Oh that was just announced. Card games on virtual reality hoverboards.
Oh, so that's like, how is that different than card games on virtual reality motorcycles?
Well, they didn't have virtual reality motorcycles. They literally went on motorcycles.
Oh, really? I never actually watched that show. I played I played one of the games, and that was it.
Okay, well, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds was literally them playing card games on motorcycles.
Cool.
They announced a sixth Yu-Gi-Oh show recently, but they didn't have a name up until literally last night, which was and now it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains.
What is? I'm sorry. What? Vrains? Vrains? Like V-R-Ains.
But yeah, it's like trades, except with a V instead of a T.
I see.
Oh, via.
Cool.
Okay, I get it.
That's a catchy name.
No, it's not.
Man, did you watch that new that movie that came out? That was like all the old peeps.
I went to see it. I unexpectedly went to see it twice, not because I necessarily wanted to, but because like I went to see it with one friend, and then my other friend couldn't make it, and then she's like, "Oh, I still want to see it." I'm like, "Okay, I'll go with you." So,
so it was good enough that you liked it. You saw it twice, and you were like fine with it.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, like it was. I was totally fine with it. Like I liked it, to be honest. If you're looking for like, you know, some deep story, whatever, you're going to be disappointed. But like, if you're a fan of the series and like you wanted to see like, you know, a cool show about card games, like it was actually a really fun time, and I really enjoyed it.
Where does it take place in the Yu-Gi-Oh canon?
Oh my god, don't even, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Canon.
I don't know anything about the Yu-Gi-Oh! canon past the first series.
Well, it basically takes place a few months after the first series, although it's kind of confusing because, like, instead of the first series, it takes place after the first manga, which is basically the same thing with, like, very minor differences.
Okay.
And it just continues the story of, like, what happened after the show ended. Yu-Gi-Oh! Canon is kind of weird because after the third series, they basically said fuck canon and are just completely ignoring all canon.
That's fun. So, I mean, that's what like Digimon did. Like after the first 2 seasons, they were like, "All right, new story."
Yeah, but I mean,
like
it
the new
like,
rules and everything.
Yeah, it sort of makes references to like the old series, but it for the new one, Arc 5, like make references to the old series, but like it pretty much says it's its own little thing, even though it like reuses characters and says these are alternate reality versions of these same characters you knew from like 10 years ago.
Oh,
like,
what?
Why?
Wait, so it's like is that what that show is? It's like an alternate. It's like the same characters literally, but in a different universe.
No, it's different characters, but like there's like basically in like the. I'd say in like from the second season onward, there's Arc 5. There's like characters from the first 4 Yu-Gi-Oh shows show up, but they're it's like just like 1 or 2, but from each series. But like they're like, oh, it's not the same characters. It's alternate reality version of these characters. I'm like, then what's the point?
Yeah, that's interesting. And the point is probably so that they can have special episodes where they say like, hey, remember this character that you liked? They're back.
except they aren't the same character.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
Sure.
Me and my penchant for like keeping track of card game shows. I actually have to start a new one soon, Card Fight Vanguard, because my friends got me into it recently.
I have to. You are forced to start a new TV show.
I basically like am forcing myself to do it when I have time, and I like because they had me play like. They literally dragged me to a Card Fight Vanguard tournament the other day. Actually, no, that was yesterday. And like I mean, I sucked. I didn't expect to be dragged to a tournament. It just sort of happened, and I lost everything. But whatever, it was fun. And yeah, so I have a new card game show to look after, even though like, whatever.